Hi, I'm Andy, a collection specialist at Credit Sage, and my goal is to help people learn how they can remove Simon's Agency from their credit report. And actually, in many cases, this is without paying the debt at all. So if that's you or someone you know, I encourage you to watch the rest of this video because I'm confident that by the end of it, you're going to know exactly what the next best step is to take. Now, this doesn't mean that you shouldn't take action. For example, if you know or you believe that Simon's Agency or any of the other accounts on your credit report are the result of identity theft or have a wrong balance after you've already paid or any major issues that are seriously affecting your life, you may be owed a settlement. And we work with a network of local attorneys that will work on your behalf, zero cost to you, win or lose, in addition to getting the accounts deleted permanently. But if no issues like that exist and you just want the account removed from your credit report, we can help with that too. Call us today. Our number is in the description. And with that, I want to go through the most important questions that we get about this company. First one is really important, and that is, can you be arrested or get jail time for a debt with Simon's Agency? I put this one at the top of the list because we have a lot of callers that are terrified this could happen. Truly, it makes sense. Few people are actually taught how credit and debt work in school. I didn't know the answer to this question until I got into the business. And fortunately, the answer is unless the debt is related to specifically unpaid taxes or unpaid child support, you cannot be arrested or get jail time. So there's no need to worry about that. The other thing is the amount of debt doesn't matter. You know, you could refuse to pay $1,000 or $1 million, and you will not be arrested or get jail time. So who is Simon's Agency and why are they on your credit report? So they're referred to as a debt collector or credit collection agency. And what they do is they buy debts, unpaid accounts like credit cards, for example, often for very cheap. And then they try to collect the full amount. So here's an example. Let's say that you have, for whatever reason, you have an unpaid card with Capital One, and it's $1,000. Simon's Agency could, in theory, come along and buy that debt for just $100. But they don't try to collect that amount. They try to collect the full $1,000 from you, which gives them a 10x return on their investment. So yeah, I mean, these companies can make a lot of money. And damaging your credit score by reporting the debt to your credit report is the primary strategy they have to get you to pay. However, what many people don't know is that paying a debt on your credit report does not remove the account attached to it. That account will sit there for 7 years, damaging your score, paid or not. So a lot of time, paying isn't in your best interest and really could just be a waste of money. In rare cases, paying the debt can even hurt your score further. Now, in addition to credit reporting, you may send they may send you scary letters, call a lot, even calling family members and colleagues, things like that. And I want to say that if a collector has ever threatened you or harassed you during non-business hours, that again is another case that you may be owed a lawsuit. So, give us a call. We can connect you with a local specialist that will take action quickly. Should you negotiate a settlement with Simon's Agency? I get this question all the time. And the truth is, settling your debt with Simon's Agency depends on your goal. Typically, if you're wanting to improve your credit score, which I think a lot of us are, paying isn't the best option. Now, why is that I say that? Because, it's what I mentioned before. Even if you pay that collection, it will remain on your credit report for 7 years, damaging your score that whole time. Instead, we always recommend working with an expert like us to review these accounts for you. And if certain issues exist, the accounts may be removed. And this is a win-win. You won't have to waste money paying a debt that won't help your score, right? And the negative account gets removed from your report. So it's perfect. Which is the next question here. How do you remove Simon's Agency from your credit report? So the Fair Credit Reporting Act gives every person the power to challenge information on their report. I will say that the knowledge required to do this is a little bit more involved than it might seem. That's not to say that you shouldn't learn how to do it, but be prepared to spend weeks, possibly months, learning how to do it properly. However, if you hire a professional to handle it for you, you can ensure that it's done properly the first time and save the extra time. We're happy to take care of it. We've dealt with Simon's Agency accounts many times. I could say they regularly have issues, and we've helped numerous clients deal with them. And we'll take care of it for you as well if you prefer. How can you get Simon's Agency to stop calling you? Yeah, so, it's what I mentioned before. Simon's Agency will be calling you. It's their attempt to collect the debt they've purchased, which really just means the only reason they're going to stop calling you is if you settle your debt with them, or you work with a company like ours to potentially have them removed from your report altogether. Will Simon's Agency try suing or garnishing my wages? This is another kind of scary question, but the truth is that I'll put it this way. Simon's Agency suing is unlikely. It can and does happen on occasion, but really in our experience is pretty rare. And that's just because there's a lot of laws around how long they can sue for, what they can do if they win. It's a long process. However, if we're able to find certain issues with the account, then we'll be able to collect it all, which is another benefit of using an expert. What are my rights when dealing with Simon's Agency? Well, you have the right to dispute any of your debt that Simon's Agency has purchased. That's the bottom line. Simon's Agency is governed by the Fair Debt Collection Practices Act, or FDCPA, and as I mentioned before, the Fair Credit Reporting Act, or FCRA. These acts can seem very complicated, but they provide a great deal of power to the consumer if you know how to use it properly. But if you don't have time to research these acts, not a problem. You can call us today. We can discuss your options. Our number is in the description area, so you'll be able to find that easily. And with that, that's all I have for today. So thank you so much for watching. I hope this was helpful, and we look forward to talking to you soon.